Hi, my name's Christine Swanson, and I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Florida's School of Forest Resources and Conservation. Before coming to the University of Florida, I received a master's in teaching and taught in Seminole County Public Schools. I'm really glad you decided to join the Scientists in Every Florida School program. I know it can be daunting to go into a K-12 classroom and interact with a lot of students who have many questions about science. But studies show that students who engage with scientists gain a better appreciation for the process of science, and they can also see themselves becoming scientists in the future. To help you prepare for your classroom visit, I've gathered a few of my friends to give some tips on improving science communication for K-12 classrooms.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Hanson, coordinator at SEFS at the University of Florida. For my dissertation research, I looked at effective public engagement. Coming out of this research, I found that one of the biggest points or tips that you could take as a science communicator is to be authentic. Many K-12 students have never met a scientist before. So if you're open and transparent about your journey into science, the obstacles that you have faced, struggles that you have overcome, would really help them to understand where you're coming from and who you are as a person, and help them to better identify themselves in you.
Hello, my name is Modesta Bugu. I'm a master's student in Horticultural Science Department, University of Florida. I'll be talking about making interactive presentations with students. So usually PowerPoint presentations are very good for scientific conferences and events, but for students, this is not usually engaging. So it's best to use props and in-class experimental designs to demonstrate what you do with students. And when doing this, it's usually good to allocate about 30 to 40 minutes time to be able to navigate through difficulties that students might have when trying to practice or follow through your demonstrations. But if you have to use PowerPoint presentations, it's also good to use really engaging pictures that tell stories of your science, of your experiments, and in that way, students will be more engaged to follow through your work.
My name is Bledsoe. I'm a PhD candidate in the School of Natural Resources and Environment at UF. My tip for better science communication is to start off by asking an open-ended question. Starting a session by asking an open-ended question such as, tell me everything you know about mammals, or Mars, or mushrooms, can help get students engaged with the material. Just be ready for some off-the-wall answers. Students may have a lot of misconceptions, and it can be tempting to try to correct their answers. But this can dissuade them from participating in the future. So what you might want to do is ask some exploratory questions instead, like, that's an interesting answer. Can you tell me why you think that? This will help you redirect their thinking and lead them more towards the right answer.
Hi there, I'm Micah James, a graduate student with the Soil and Water Sciences Department at the University of Florida. And my tip for talking to different students about science is to avoid jargon. When we use the terms that are specific to your field, you can often confuse students, and that will lead them to tuning out and getting bored with the concept or feeling unintelligent, which is just not the point of engaging with folks. So try to use accessible language so that people can understand the concepts that you're talking about rather than necessarily the terms. Some students of different age groups may have heard terms, so like teenagers and high schoolers might be aware of DNA, whereas kindergartners will not. But regardless of age group, you can always use stories and analogies to help bring a concept to life.
Hi, I'm Howie A, and I'm a postdoctoral researcher in wildlife ecology and conservation. My tip for better science communication is to remember to have fun. Getting to meet a real-life scientist is exciting for most students, and you will have the opportunity to engage with an audience who wants to know all about your area of expertise. While you should remember to be professional and represent science seriously, don't be afraid to let your personality shine through and have fun with everyone.
If you have any questions as you prepare for your visit, we encourage you to reach out to our Scientists in Every Florida School team. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to hear how your visit goes.